Welcome to this podcast on collaborative provision and external examining. The podcast is intended primarily for link tutors and programme leaders on programmes which are offered in collaboration with partners, but hopefully it will also be informative for external examiners appointed to these programmes. The first thing to emphasise is that university policies and procedures for external examining, which have been written to align with the requirements of the Quality Assurance Agency, are the same for all programmes, whether these are offered at MMU or at partners. The main reference point for all matters relating to external examining is the external examining website. All the key procedural documents and proforma are available via links on this site. On the website there is a bespoke area for collaborative provision and external examining, but in the large part this cross-references to the main page for standardised procedures. Every programme leading to an MMU award must have at least one external examiner in place. All external examiners, including those for collaborative programmes, are considered for approval by the university and are contractually appointed as MMU staff. The criteria for appointment are provided in Section 3 of the Institutional Code of Practice and Regulations for External Examining, available via the External Examining website. This is a key document that provides essential information about external examining on awards made by MMU. MMU link tutors must work with the programme team to identify nominees who fit the criteria for appointment. Guidance on the nominations process and the associated templates for nomination are available on the web. Once completed, the nominations paperwork is processed via the relevant Faculty Quality Enhancement team, who put forward the nomination for consideration in the first instance by the Faculty Academic Quality and Standards Committee. It is then forwarded for institutional approval from the Centre for Academic Standards and Quality Enhancement. Once an external examiner has been approved, a contractual letter of appointment and appointment pack is sent by CASC. The appointment pack will provide information on university regulations and procedures and how to access these via the external examining website. Institutional level correspondence will continue to be sent on a regular basis by CASC to provide updates and guidance throughout the period of an examiner's appointment. It is vital that early communication is established with the external examiner regarding programme-related matters, and the link tutors and partner programme leader should establish a protocol for communication at an early stage. This may vary from partnership to partnership, but would normally involve the link tutor taking a lead. Whichever channel of communication is identified, external examiners should be provided with key information about the programme and the specific areas for which they will have responsibility. Details about the assessment board meetings should also be provided in a timely manner to enable the examiner to make appropriate arrangements to attend. Students on the programme should be provided with information on who their external examiners are. Basic details of the name, position and place of work of each examiner on their programme should be made available to students, with a clear statement that the students must not contact the examiners directly. The standard university appeals process should be followed if a student wishes to make an appeal or complaint. Details of the appeals process are available as an appendix to the university regulations. The basic details on external examiners for the programme can either be posted on the Virtual Learning Environment programme area or made available in the programme handbook. The role and responsibilities of external examiners are clearly set out in Section 3 of the Institutional Code of Practice and Regulations on External Examining. The university operates a two-tier assessment board structure and appoints external examiners in two categories: Subject External Examiner and Award External Examiner. Some collaborative programmes operate in a single-tier assessment board structure, and there will be more information on that later in this podcast. Where an examiner operates in a single-tier assessment board structure, they will perform the function of both subject and award external examiner. Details of both roles are articulated within the institutional code. Programme-specific duties to be performed by an examiner will be identified by the programme team and should be clearly communicated to the examiner at an early stage. Part of the duties of external examiners on collaborative programmes may include a visit to the partner to meet students and staff. This allows the university to verify that the standards are appropriate and comparable to similar university-based courses. It also allows verification that the assessment process is fair and consistent for all students. External examiners will also be expected to attend the relevant assessment board, which may be held at the partner premises. External examiners play an important role in ensuring the continuing currency of the range of units offered in their subject area and the appropriateness of the content and coherence of the units within the programme as a whole. If any modifications to the units for which the external examiner has responsibility are proposed, they must be consulted as part of the approval process. Similarly, external examiners play a role regarding unit content and coherence within the programme at the point of periodic review. External examiners are involved in two aspects relating to moderation. Firstly, they play a role in assessment moderation, in which the appropriateness of the proposed assessment mechanism and regime is confirmed. Examiners should be sent copies of draft examination papers and assess coursework titles to enable them to carry out this function. Secondly, they are involved in the external moderation of marks, in which a sample of the assessments, which have already been moderated internally, are sent to the external examiner for external moderation. Please note, the external examiner is not involved in the marking of work and must not be asked to act as second or third marker. Information on the university's moderation practices is provided via a link on the external examining website to the Institutional Code of Practice for the Assessment of Students. There is specific guidance on moderation practices for franchise provision where programmes are operating at more than one location. Assessment board configuration for programmes offered in collaboration with partners will vary according to the nature of the partnership. Faculty senior administrative staff have oversight for the arrangements for assessment boards and should be consulted regarding any related queries. Franchise programmes, i.e. those offered both at MMU and at partners, will normally fit into the two-tier assessment board structure. Externally validated programmes, i.e. those running at partners but not at MMU, will normally operate within a single-tier assessment board structure. As previously mentioned, in a single-tier assessment board, external examiners will perform the role of subject and award external examiner, and where there is more than one examiner on a team, a senior member will endorse the recommendations of the meeting. In line with QAA expectations, all external examiners will be required to complete an annual report. All external examiners operating on programmes offered in collaboration with partners should complete this Subject External Examiner Report template, EE4S. This template should be completed even where an examiner fulfills a composite subject and award role in a single-tier assessment board structure. CASC writes annually to all external examiners to request the report and to provide a link to the template and guidance document. Examiners are requested to submit their report to the relevant Faculty Quality Enhancement team at a faculty email address identified at the foot of the template. The report should not be submitted directly to the partner or to the link tutor. If a report is submitted to either of these, it should be redirected to the Faculty Quality Enhancement team. Once a report is received, the Faculty Quality Enhancement team will acknowledge receipt and arrange for the report to be circulated to key staff at MMU and also to the partner programme leader, with a request that it is also made available to the HE manager at the partner in instances where such a role exists. The university requires that programme committees consider the reports from their external examiners. Student representatives on the programme committee must be involved in this process. Information on how student reps can be involved in the process is available on the website. It is the responsibility of the programme leader to respond to any issues raised by the external examiner by completing the relevant section of the report template. The link tutor should liaise with the programme leader to ensure that the response has been sent to the external examiner and that the completed report is included in the documentation as part of the continuous monitoring and improvement process. In order to comply with the QAA Code of Practice, the the university asks that completed reports are also made available to all students. This will normally be on the Moodle programme area or the local virtual learning environment where a partner uses their own VLE. If a partner does not operate a virtual learning environment, then other measures should be taken to ensure that students have access to the completed reports. Once a report has been completed, the examiner may submit a claim for payment using the form FIN 1E, available on the website. The form should be submitted to the relevant Faculty Quality Enhancement team for processing. If you have any questions regarding external examining and collaborative provision, please do not hesitate to contact me, Nicola Clark, n.clark@mmu.ac.uk.